question. I mean, most people think, oh, I have to have all this down payment to actually purchase a home. And believe it or not, you can, there's programs where if you're a VA, you can go anywhere from 0% down, and then conventional loans are about 3%, and then up to, with the government loans, about 3.5% of the purchase price is all you need in order to actually make a down payment. So definitely a lot of room there from 0% to 3.5% is the minimum amount of down payment that's required. So we definitely have a lot of different programs that does not pertain to a 20%. You don't need 20% down.
And then in regards to the city's program, we require that the home buyers put down a minimum of 3%. And that's really just to ensure that the home buyers have a little bit of skin in the game, and they, they are able to reduce some of that housing cost off the top. Really, that's our goal, is to make this an affordable venture. So we'd like to see at least 3% of the purchase price down. So that's our minimum requirement.
It is a myth, where folks say I don't have 20% to purchase a home. There's programs where definitely I think the threshold is as little as 3, sometimes 3.5% toward a purchase. And this is where we could definitely utilize the caliber of resources that are offered to you today. And so, I always say, like, if there's anything that you can do to start planning for a home is dedicate a savings account, not under a cushion, not in a cabinet, not in a tin jar, and start dedicating that account toward your down payment. And people always ask us, what is that 3%? And just as a rule of thumb, it's $3,000 for every $100,000. And so that would be your goal. And so that way, you know that you are meeting your goal. And it's always so important for families, as a HUD-approved counseling agency, as my colleague would agree, is that savings is the most important aspect, and financial literacy. And so we want to make sure that we have financial goals in mind. If purchasing a home down the road is one, then let's start the saving pattern, so that way you would have at least 3% toward your down payment.
I wanted to point out, that's a really good number. So if people are taking notes or putting it in their cell phone, $3,000 for every 100,000. That's a fairly easy way to keep track of how much you need with 3% down. So if you're going to take any notes, that's definitely a very good.
There is some down payment program requiring 1% contribution from the buyer. And some of the down payment require 3%, or you can do 3% right on the purchase price. And also that a lot of buyers might say, oh, I'm ready, but the interest rate is too high. I'm sorry, I have to touch it a little bit. It's just a number. Interest rate high is just a number. You can refinance later. But usually all the down payment is what you can. Closing cost assistance from the lender, take advantage of it, and buy if you're ready.
I think she said it best.